Ladies and gentlemen, I have great news to report. The new Doctor Strange uniform is absolutely a mega dub. So we are going to be showcasing that, and I'm not even going to bother. Oh, damn, so close, so close, so close. Ooh, so close, so close. I'm not even going to bother testing the old uniform. Just trust me that it's better, and it's so much better, and you'll just be happy to have known that it's better. Yeah. So I'm just going to show you what he can do. This is a Mighty Rage build. We do swap around some of the supports because he's a villain now, so you do have to remember that. The only other thing you need to remember is that his rotation is a little bit less... I don't want to say, like, it's less... How do I say this? The timing is a little different, I guess. It's not as long of a wait on the 5th skill. So you can go sooner... but you'll have more time after. So there you go. That is a pretty much that's close to a full carry there. That's 55 seconds. Honestly, it's not a lot faster than what he does with the other uniform. Mainly that's because GBR is just kind of wank. But, brother, when you see what else he can do, it's an absolute massacre. This dude is insane. Now, the build itself is pretty straightforward. I'm ranked 200, yes. We do have Odin's Blessings, but we could give him more. Like Pedro Pascal in the Wonder Woman movie that nobody saw. We're using Iron Man Striker, whatever. There's better strikers out there, that's fine. Stage 12 Power of Angry Hulk, 5-star Wrong Instinct artifact. So again, I need to fix that. And then, yeah, we've got the lowest possible roll Mighty Rage. The lowest possible roll Mighty Rage here. Obviously, the bottom is not lowest possible roll. For the optionals on the uniform, we rolled Energy Attack, All Defense, HP, and Dodge. And yeah, this is what the stats look like. Pretty much everything is capped by a large margin, which is very nice. And he's got just over 106,000 energy attack. Now, the main thing here with Doctor Strange that I want to point out is two things. One, there was issues after Multiverse of Madness into Death of Doctor Strange because people didn't feel like it was enough of an upgrade. And now some people are again saying, oh, it's not enough of an upgrade. Listen, this is definitely a big upgrade. However, if this is like from Death of Doctor Strange to What If Zombies, that's a big upgrade. From Multiverse, I've had people ask me, I have the Multiverse of Madness Doctor Strange. Is it a big upgrade? It is a colossal upgrade. It's massive. Furthermore, though, it's going to matter. Like, two things are going to matter a lot when you're comparing, when you're upgrading basically from Death of Doctor Strange or Multiverse of Madness to What If Zombies, because he becomes a villain now. Remember, he does become a super villain. He's no longer a hero. So two things are going to matter. One, what do your support characters look like in the villain category? If you go like this and you take a look, right, do you have good supports? Do you have Green Goblin? Do you have Sin? Do you have Mystique? Do you have Enchantress, Proxima? Do you have these support characters that you can use, Mysterio, etc., to buff Doctor Strange? That's the first big one. Second big one for your mileage varying is going to be the Midnight Suns Team-Up Collection. This is going to matter. So if you see content being released and you're like, man, this Doctor Strange is hitting so hard, they could have a maxed out Team-Up Collection. Now, mine looks like it's maxed out because it's level 16, but it's actually no different or almost no different than a level 15 upgrade, which is already at 5% pierce. And honestly, it's not too much different than a level 12, which is 3% pierce. There's not a huge difference between 3 and 5% pierce. Like, honestly, even 2% pierce is not a huge difference between 2 and 5%. So there really isn't, like, a lot of people have level 10 on every single team-up collection that's available to farm. So you're not going to notice a huge difference there. And mostly the huge difference comes when you go finally to level 18, because then you get up to 10% pierce. You get that massive, massive jump at the end. So yes, I do have a good team-up collection, but I'm still only halfway there, despite the fact that I only have 2 more upgrades to go. Doctor Strange is available for stage 40 to 49 of Gene. However, as a hero, he can't really do 45 to 49 easily because of the fact that he has no supports as a hero. But now as a villain, he's going to get access, and I'm using right now Green Goblin, Proxima, and other supports on top of that who can buff his damage. So it's a much better situation for him. And because of that, he just rips this stage. So I'm not going to do the whole clear because you guys don't need to see the whole thing, but it's pretty nice. The one thing I will say, the one big difference I would say in his playstyle besides the timing thing that I already talked about, is that his 4th skill V-Pad is quite a bit slower, the actual movement of it. And so because of that, you do need to factor that into his movement a little bit sometimes, where you don't have as much time, or you can see you don't have as much like flexibility to go and dodge like big attacks. So you're going to have to use the 1st skill to cancel out of the 4th skill to dodge ahead of time if you need to. But I think the biggest thing that people are going to notice is that they are going to be starting their rotations too early before Strange's Rage proc has activated, because the 5th skill is off cooldown. And the 5th skill is off cooldown because it has a much shorter cooldown now. It's 24 seconds versus 30. So it comes up really fast. So in 90 seconds, this is stage 49 of Gene. In 90 seconds, he's already ripped through the first, few phases, and we're right at the end here. And she hasn't even activated, to put that into perspective, right? She hasn't even activated her thing yet. Her gimmick. She hasn't even activated her gimmick yet. And you know what? If we don't, we could have absolutely just bursted her down and cleared this stage in under 2 minutes. What about stage 39 of Kang, which Doctor Strange didn't even have access to before as a hero, a male hero, not a male villain? Let's see how hard he rips Kang here on 39. This should be a bloodbath. I was using Namor to clear this for the longest time, but this should be pretty freaky. Yeah, okay. This is going to go by really fast. He's going to move to the middle here. There it is. And we're just going to one-shot him before he even has a chance to blast. There you go. Didn't even get to pulse those blasts. That's like less than 40-second first phase. Crazy. Tons of hits off the rip, man. So fun to play now. Easier than ever to play Doctor Strange. To give you guys like a general overview, easier than ever to play him. Huge damage, same kind of survivability, but just so much fun to play. I love the dark theme. Just aesthetically, he looks even better. Like the gold was always really nice with Doctor Strange, don't get me wrong, with like the time, but this is an even better aesthetic with all the corpses and all the like red mixing with the gold. It just looks really nice in a way that's like so spooky, but still so Doctor Strange, because there's always that sort of, kind of dark side to the Mystic that's a little bit spooky. So man, I love it. He's just crushing it. This is, I think, what people hoped Death of Doctor Strange uniform would be, and it took a year, which is obviously a long time, but I'm glad that we did finally get it, because this is just so good, man. He is just tearing through this. So you still can't rip the 5th skill with every single rotation, but you can certainly pop it a lot more often, and that pays huge dividends for the damage, because his 5th skill does so much damage. So yeah, that's basically where it's at. Still want to wait on the 6 if you're going to delay cancel it, so that he pops the clones that are going to come in and do those extra explosions. But yeah, you basically want to have, man, that was so fast. You basically want to give him a little bit of a delay. Once you're done the rotation, right, you do 5 delay, cancel, 2 cancel, 3 cancel, 4, and then you go into 1. You want to, after that, you kind of have to wait about a second before you start again, because the 5th skill will be off cooldown every other rotation much sooner, but it'll be too soon. So basically what that ends up looking like is you do 5. As soon as he raises up, you can do 2, 3, 4, and then at the end you finish with 1. You can see how many hits it is. It's a crazy number of hits. Like just this rotation here before I've done anything is already 160 hits, and then I pile on another 30 at the end. It does break the chain hit, but that's fine. He's doing close to 200 hits. Think about that, right? It's 170. You know what? It is 200 hits. It's 170, and then it's like 20 on the first skill. It's actually crazy. So that is 176. And then you hit him with, okay, so it's not 200, but it's like almost 190. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts, right? And then there's two versions of the tier 3. There's the version where you just cancel it right away. And you cancel it depending on the game mode. And then there's the version of the tier 3 where you delay it until you see the clones. Once you see the clones, you can go in with your regular rotation, because then the clones will start shooting out those Wand of Watum beams, and the explosions will start stacking, and it'll add up even more hits. Yeah, you know, just a casual 240 hits on one target, guys. No big deal. But wait, there's more. ABL, one of the premier PvE game modes, one of the most rewarding game modes in terms of rewards that you get for investing in it. Let's see how he does, because the incumbent we know is Magneto. And Magneto has been meta for this game mode for, in some people's opinions, too long. So it's time. It's time to crown potentially a new champion of ABL Blast Villain. It's been 2 years, right? That's crazy. Let's go, baby. He's just racking it up. We're using Hulk here to cancel. So you absolutely need, if you want to make the most of Doctor Strange in this game mode specifically, you're absolutely going to need to get him to tier 4 because of that cancelable ability, which gives him access to the, I think it's Shock and Fracture that he does not have. You can see I'm starting the rotation a little bit early. I'm still a bit rusty playing with him, but man, he hits like an absolute truck filled with trucks. Got a bit of an unfortunate spawn there with the energy beam, where it was right on top of me, so we aren't going to get a full saturation of the damage, but you know what, that's fine. I don't want to show you guys a perfect run. I want to show you guys just casual off the rip kind of run, so you guys can see just how nutty Doctor Strange really is, because it's really nice, man. He hits so hard. Like, he has so many hits on his regular rotation that even though you've lost the energy bonus, he's still racking up so many points. Like, for real, for real. Let's go. And he charges up the tier 4 so fast, you don't have to worry about it not being ready on the next rotation. He's just ripping it. Let's go, dude. Loving it, loving it. We're gonna let this play out because we don't have a lot to do, and we can get some extra damage. We can even drag him back into the explosion so it saturates for longer. Very nice. It's funny, he moves so slowly though that with the 4th skill, you're like trying to inch yourself back to you know, where you were. We're already at 10 mil, man. This is great. I love this, man. Bad positioning on the energy balls, and I'm still just rocking this for real. A little bit early there, but it doesn't matter. He's absolutely ripping this. Easy 12 million, which for me is almost never easy. This is not a bad run, but this is as kind of average pedestrian as it gets, and he almost crosses 13 million. And remember, folks, this is with a mighty rage. Oh, okay, it canceled my... His score was too good. It cut out. This is with a mighty rage. Just so you guys have a clarification on that. My Magneto probably scores a little bit less. Okay, a little bit less than that. A little bit less than that. And he has, get ready for it, a brilliant. Yes. That's crazy to me. And he has full Odins. He has 20 Odins. So, worst build, like categorically a worse build, and higher scores. I don't know what's gonna happen when I give my Strange a rage, but yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm very with a brilliant rage, I mean. But I'm very excited. He's gonna absolutely destroy. I might start hitting 15, 16 million, which is nuts. I've never hit that before. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really happy with this rework. I think it's fantastic. He's absolutely meta for PvE. I know there are some players out there that can score, you know, almost better with their Magnetos, but I think for the vast majority of players, Strange is going to be, not that Magneto's hard to play, but that Strange is just going to be better. Like, there's no way that my play, because the thing with Magneto is the scores fluctuate a little bit depending on the rage procs. Doctor Strange doesn't have that problem. So you can have a run with Magneto that hits like 12.5, and then you can have a run with Magneto that hits like 13 million. I understand there's some variance. There's like more variance. And that's what I think players are going to like about Doctor Strange. There's not going to be as much variance, and he's just going to consistently outperform, I would say on average, you know, 70% of Magneto players playing the same Doctor Strange build. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the content. Super happy that Doctor Strange is finally getting the big glow up. I really want to max out his team up collection now and push him to the limit. I just might. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.